Don't let someone who barely passed chemistry class tell you your perfume isn't working because of your body chemistry. We're going to talk about the real reason a fragrance can smell like roses on her and burnt rubber on you. Hi, pretty people. It's Crystal, your very own personal beauty pro from face to fragrance. Today, we are going to help you if you have the problem of perfume fading too fast, and we're going to talk about how to really make it last. First and foremost, we are going to dispel a couple of popular myths, and that first one is about body chemistry. Sometimes you'll hear someone say, well, maybe it didn't smell good on you because of your body chemistry. Human body chemistry only varies so much from person to person. pH usually hovers around 4.5 to somewhere around 6.2. Don't get me wrong, pH does play a factor in how fragrances smell from person to person, but probably even more than that is the actual concentration of the fragrance and the molecular volatility of the ingredients. So there's nothing wrong with you. It could just be that you don't like that fragrance. The other myth, people often make you feel like you're going to go to perfume prison if you rub that fragrance. It is true that vigorous rubbing of a fragrance can kind of break down those top notes, but you can gently apply and spread and gently tap your fragrance. Just think about it. Perfume oil is actually rubbed and massaged on, and a good perfume oil smells gorgeous all day. You don't want to rub like a cricket or a grasshopper. You're not trying to start a forest fire, but it's not as tragic as people would lead you to believe either. Now let's talk about what you can do to really enhance your fragrances and make the most of them. And first and foremost, of course, is cleanliness. You want to be thoroughly showered or bathed for starters, and you want the skin to be well moisturized. Also, layering fragrant products like your shower gels and your body lotions can help to enhance your perfume. Some brands do an exceptional job with their bath and body products. Parfum de Marly comes to mind. Maison Francis Kurkdjian has some gorgeous shower gels and body cream are richly scented, and they make the skin soft and glistening. I also love Lush. Their ingredients tend to be a bit better. Bond No. 9 body silks are absolutely exquisite. In the more affordable range, they have some really great ones at places like Ulta and the drugstore. The Hemp's line comes to mind. Many of us grew up on good old-fashioned Vaseline. This is still a really great protectant and occlusive for the skin. It's great to mix in with fragrances. In addition to body skin, there are some other things that need to be clean. Fragrant hair mists are really popular right now, and they really can be beautiful. No amount of fragrance mist actually is going to cover a smell from hair and scalp that need to be shampooed. The way your home smells is actually the smell that you wear out in the world. Also, give attention to your home, change your bedding and your pillowcases regularly. The soft surfaces in your home hold odors, and crack the windows regularly and let fresh air in. Also, steaming soft surfaces like the curtains and the sofa. And one of the most important tips of all is put the perfume on. The days of being able to dab a little on the wrist and behind the ear, or maybe mist a little in the air and walk through, those are not what they used to be. These fragrances are not as potent. A lot of materials have changed. Of course, you have some strong ones on the market, but many of them need to be applied generously. And in general, for a good wear and a beautiful reaction, fragrance should be applied like a body mist. Of course, you don't want to go too heavy-handed with the stronger fragrances, because you can take a really gorgeous fragrance and make it smell cheap if you spray too much. I had fun sharing these fragrant tips with you. I want you to go forth and smell fragrant and keep it pretty.